It's your boy Roosh, GHB TV. Beat your ass.
Teofimo, Lopez, Sandor Martin. Tough decision, tough to watch. I feel like Teofimo is frustrated, especially after the knockdown. He didn't really show me anything new. You know what I mean? He coming with the same game plan, looking to hit you with a big shot. Wasn't able to pull it off against Martin. I feel like he lost that fight on the cards, in my opinion. They gave him the fight. I feel like they gave him the fight, from pure popularity. It was crazy to see that because, he clearly had a hard time with that man, but not only had a hard time, he just couldn't capitalize on anything that he really was trying to do. He landed some good shots here and there, but not enough to get the win. I felt like a draw at worst, but Martin definitely boxed the way he boxed. Teofimo even said that, he ran during the fight, which is not possible inside of a ring. I hate when people say that. There's four corners. You're locked in. There's nowhere you can go. So I hate when people try to say that other fighters are running. Instead of saying I had a hard time with the style. And he could have easily cut the ring off, went to the body a little more. There was, jabbed a little more, checked his measurements before he tried to explode. He was just, to me, looking to land a big shot and change the narrative of the fight, but it wouldn't happen. And Martin stayed slick even after getting headbutted and having his nose possibly broken. He stayed slick, stayed smart, stayed sharp the entire fight. I feel like Teofimo Lopez, if he's going to get better, he needs a change in camp. His father, to me, is not a real coach. He's his father, and he's got him as far as he can get him, but he's not a real coach. I don't think he, should be in position as a head coach anymore. No disrespect to him, but it's just like the information that was being given wasn't clear, and it wasn't really like, a game plan that he was giving him. He was just telling him to go, and it wasn't working. Martin boxed a smart fight, I feel like. Stayed behind his jab, picked his shots, countered all night. Looked really good to me. Only thing I can say coming out of this for Martin is he's going to continue to get big matchups if guys don't mind fighting him, because he is tricky southpaw. He is a tricky southpaw. Good hand speed. So, not a big puncher, but he can hurt you, as we can see. He can put you down. If you don't see the shots coming, because those are the shots that hurt you. I think Teofimo should try to stay out of the limelight, try to leave these big fights alone for a couple fights, get him some fights where he can work on some things, some things that he definitely needs to do. Staying behind his jab, measuring his punches out, getting his distance together, making sure he's taking his feet with him. It's a lot he can work on. It's a lot any fighter can work on. So it's no disrespect towards him. It's just the fact that, he's doing the same thing over and over, and if it doesn't work, he looks bad. And he even showed that after the fight. Like, you could tell he really didn't think he won that fight. He didn't really feel good about the victory. The backflip that he gave us wasn't even energized. It didn't even have the same energy. It just wasn't the same Teofimo Lopez of a few years ago. I think he need to humble up a little more, get in the camp with some real teachers, break his style down, break him down and let him know what it is he really need to do in those fights and in those type of situations, because the competition is only going to get better when you're talking about fighting Tank Davis, you're talking about fighting Devin Haney and Shakur, guys like that. He's definitely going to have to work on his game if he's going to continue. Again, I had to fight a draw at worst, but I definitely had Martin winning the fight. Not by a wide margin, but definitely winning the fight. I don't know where he's to go in this situation, because he's in a tough spot, because he's being pushed as a superstar, but he doesn't have superstar qualities. I'm Greg Hackett, ladies and gentlemen. You can reach me on Greg Hackett86 on Instagram, Greg Hackett215 on Twitter, Greg Hackett on Facebook. I appreciate y'all for tapping in, showing love, like, share, subscribe. Fuck with me. I'm going to fuck with y'all. Thank you.